Wagwan Internet, it's Mr. Menziah here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ghostory Recon Breakpoint Terminator event. So let's start off with the positives. Ubisoft have really managed to make the Terminator fit into the game's tone relatively well. When I say this, Breakpoint is very well known for its story around drones, high-tech equipment and AI and such. So Terminator managed to get implemented pretty well in my opinion, and I think it's definitely a shining point of the game so far. And this is something a lot of people might not understand when I mention this positive. The cutscenes in this event have soundtrack in them. If you go back and watch the old cutscenes for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, it's very basic. There isn't any soundtrack in a lot of the game, or if not any. When you watch the cutscenes, I really did notice the tone change a lot when you listen to the cutscenes in this Terminator event, which is something I have to commend Ubisoft for, because I do feel the game was quite lackluster with trying to get certain tone into the game and so on and so forth. There are new guns as well. Ubisoft have implemented some old weapons from the Terminator franchise, and they have also added in some new weapons. I'm not going to go over all of them, but Ubisoft have added in about 2 assault rifles, 1 unique grenade launcher, which is the first proper grenade launcher in the entire game, a new DMR, which is the only weapon that is able to actually kill a Terminator, a new shotgun, and also I believe a new pistol. Ubisoft have also added in some pretty cool cosmetics. Some are better than others, and I will talk about some of them in the negative section of the game. But they have added some little goodies for you to get before February 6th. So if you have the game, I would highly recommend you go out and get some of the weapons or some of the cosmetics. And then there's the last mission. In my opinion, the last mission is one of the best missions in the entire game. In fact, I would prefer this mission over the raid. You guys know my opinion about the raid. I think it's god awful. And I did think Ubisoft managed to do a pretty good job when it came down to it. Is it on par with the Predator though? Hell no. But it is somewhat enjoyable. Now let's talk about the negatives. The actual Terminator itself, in my opinion, was very lackluster. I am not a big fan of how they were implemented, especially when you're in gunfights with the Terminators. They aren't very clever, if not at all. You spend a lot of your time looking at a Terminator in action. You will see how it operates. It typically has 2 guns in its hand, walks and shoots. If it sees you, it will stop walking, shoot, barely do anything to you, and if you get too close, he will slap you and put you on your ass, then he will continue to shoot you again. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, it's not supposed to matter, it's just a game, blah, blah, blah. Have you seen the Terminator movies? Do you see them in combat? They are designed to terminate people, and I feel the AI in the Terminators in this event was poor. Like, I know some people didn't like the Predator event in Ghost Recon Wildlands, but they really managed to capture the Predator pretty well in that game. They really managed to show that this is the ultimate hunter in the galaxy, and he is a force not to be reckoned with unless you've got the skill. In this Terminator event, you don't need any skill whatsoever. It's very easy. You can use any gun you want to get his health down, and to actually kill the Terminator, you just shoot him in the chest with that DMR that the game gives you. I think it was very lackluster to see how easy a Terminator is to kill. In fact, I was expecting to see something difficult like the Predator event, because really I feel the Predator was a bit tanky, a little too tanky, but I still enjoyed it and I absolutely love it, and I do appreciate that mission. But I thought the Terminator would be perfect for that type of health in that type of difficulty. but unfortunately it just wasn't there. Now on to some of the cosmetics, and I know this is very 50-50 with the community. I've seen people who love it, and I've seen people who don't love it, and if you like them, no shade towards you, enjoy it. If you enjoy some of these cosmetics, I am not one of those people, unfortunately, and I'm going to explain to you why. As you can see here, we have the battle damaged T800 skin. I'm going to show you a little bit of the others as well, and in my opinion I think they were poorly made. First of all, the fleshy textures in general doesn't look very good, and this is falling into the category of inconsistency for Breakpoint. A lot of people have noticed that the graphics have been relatively inconsistent, but what I mean by inconsistent, some characters are more detailed than others, or some objects are more detailed than others, and the Terminator skins are obviously on the lower textured and the lower detailed side of things. The skin doesn't look very good, even for the battle damage parts. When I was thinking of what we were going to get for the cosmetics, I did expect to get a battle damage skin, and unfortunately we didn't get a T800 skin. Not a big of a deal. I mean, it's just a skin. I don't really care if we didn't get it. But when we look at the skin here, a lot of the texture just doesn't look very nice. And as you can see underneath the skin, you see the exoskeleton. I believe that's what it's called, the skeleton. Typically a Terminator is supposed to be chrome silver, and it's not. And in fact, if the skin's going to be battle damaged, why don't we see any wear or tear or any rust on the actual Terminator parts themselves? Like I keep saying, it's very inconsistent when it comes down to the textures, and it just doesn't look nice. You know, especially for an event like this, you know, it's supposed to give you cool cosmetics. Like the Predator gave you cosmetics, it gave you 2 helmets and the wrist blades, which I thought were very cool, and it looks very authentic, but these Terminator skins just don't for me, and I think it was a bit disappointing to see that. But overall, guys, I would definitely say if you've got the game already, give it a try. It goes on the 6th of February, so you've got a little bit of time to play it and get some of the rewards. But if you don't have the game, it's not worth buying the game for, in my opinion. It's not a bad event, and it certainly isn't great either. I think it's okay. It's free, you know, so it doesn't really bother me. And I enjoyed it for what it was, but more could have been done in my opinion. So for those who have actually played the event, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not? You know what to do in the comments. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.